Hello everyone, Annie Koloko, Koloko Immigration Law, Visa Girl, Koloko Immigration Law. The subject of this video is the holiday season. Alcohol-related arrests can create serious immigration problems. We are within the holiday season, and that provides many opportunities for some of you, or maybe all of you, to have a good time with friends, and sometimes that involves some drinks. However, you have to be careful, as alcohol-related arrests, not to mention serious accidents, are very common following the New Year's. Imagine, for a US citizen, an encounter with the police following an alcohol-related arrest can be quite unnerving. However, for a foreign national, that could have devastating consequences. Obviously, it is beyond the subject of this video to mention the public safety. You should definitely make plans to designate a designated driver, if I may say so, as you move forward toward your festivities. Please be careful and be safe. However, you have to understand that maybe even if your country there are various ways and laws applying to those driving under the influence, in the United States it can have some serious consequences. You have to understand that alcohol-related arrests or alcohol statutes vary among the states. In some states, you will be seeing this statute designated as driving under the influence, or maybe driving while intoxicated, meaning known also as DUI or GWI. Obviously, an arrest following an intoxication, meaning basically you being arrested because you were driving under the influence or driving while intoxicated, this arrest itself may not necessarily create some immigration issues. However, you have to be aware that in some states, actually, you can have an aggravating factor, meaning basically the statute itself, combined with a certain set of facts, can put yourself in hot water. For example, in states like in Arizona, if you've been found to be driving under the influence or while intoxicated, and also that is actually you were driving without a license, then that's an aggravating factor, and that actually is a felony. Now, if you have that, if you've been convicted under a similar statute, then obviously in the eyes of immigration, that's constitutes what is called a CIMT, a crime of moral turpitude. And that's something definitely that you do not want to have to face. If you have that automatically, being found of being driving without a license and also intoxicated means that, okay, you will find yourself, again, like I say, subject to an analysis, CIMT, crime of moral turpitude. Crime of moral turpitude render you deportable, obviously, and you will find yourself in immigration proceedings. That's something that you definitely need to be aware of. And also, you have also the case where you may not be arrested because you were drinking, but you may be arrested what is called alcohol-related arrest. The classic example is the bar fight, as you can imagine, and you may be aware of, or if you're not, please be aware of this, that if there is a bar fight, what the police officer will do, they will round about everybody that was around. Whether you are involved or not, you will find yourself actually taken to the police station and obviously facing similar charges. That's not something that you want to find yourself in. The best way to address these type of issues will be for you to walk away from a situation when you can see you can escalate, other than finding yourself going to the police station and being charged actually in alcohol-related arrest. Meaning for a foreign national, that's something definitely you want to be aware of. And then obviously you have to be careful. There is also, when you have such conviction or soft arrest related to either to alcohol ingestion, driving without, while intoxicated, or driving under the influence, you may face what is called a prudential revocation. What does that mean? It's a fancy way of saying that the Department of State since 2015 actually has this regulation that if you have been found of a criminal conviction related to alcohol, your visa, actually, the foreign visa, will be revoked. What does that mean? It doesn't mean that your legal status in the United States will be actually revoked, but it means that you will not be able to use this particular visa to re-enter the United States. Meaning that you will have to travel back to your country and then actually reapply for a visa to have this stamp in your passport, because the one that's in your passport will have been revoked. Obviously, on paper, it looks like it's just a trip. It's a simple trip. You go to your country, you take care of this, and then you come back. But obviously, once you have a conviction based on alcohol, then obviously it's going to make your visa application much more challenging, because you will be facing question. Obviously, it's going to be a lengthy process. Something also that you need to know is that if you have also had a conviction based on the ingestion of alcohol, again, because that's the subject of the video, within the last 5 years, or either you have two actually convictions based on alcohol within the last 10 years, you will not be able to obtain a visa to the United States until you actually face a panel of physicians, which will have to make the determination whether you either have a particular ailment or maybe a mental illness, because you will be found inadmissible, meaning that's something that is extremely serious, something again that you should be aware. And finally, for those of you who are filing for citizenship, you have to be also aware that you have to demonstrate that you are not what is called an habitual drunkard. What does that mean? Meaning that they will look actually in your criminal past, if you have one, and any conviction, the officer will be looking into it, and you may be denied citizenship. Meaning that I can have some far-fetched repercussion that maybe you are not aware of. I know it's a little bit of a downer, but you have to be careful. What can you actually remember from this video? If you find yourself in this situation, please, as you're talking to your criminal lawyer, do not enter a plea, do not actually admit to anything without talking with your criminal attorney, and ask the criminal lawyer to consult with an immigration lawyer. Because what could be a satisfactory plea for a U.S. citizen may be actually fatal to your immigration status. That's something, please be aware of that. And obviously, be responsible, enjoy the holiday, have fun, be safe, Happy New Year. If you think this video was useful to you, please share, subscribe to our channel. If you have any subject that you think that we should talk about, do not hesitate to contact us. We are here to provide you any value that you may need. Until then, I wish you well, be safe, be well, Happy New Year. Thank you.